Hi, welcome back to Dow Twang. I'm Dave. So this is our weekly fun extra bonus lick supplement for our weekly full lesson. Okay, so we're going to try this for a while, and you all let me know how it goes. But this is going to kind of be the new routine for a couple weeks to see what happens here. We'll have a full lesson like the last one was the B minor, or the B Dorian, sorry, over B minor and E. Okay, that's the video right before this one. This is the supplement for that one. So the supplements will feature like licks. It's more of a fun, you did your work on that full lesson, right? You watched it, you studied it, you got the skills, you used the practice loop, and you're somewhere in that process of really mortaring in what that lesson was about, that Dorian lesson, right? So here's some ideas just to have more fun, right? And some of it was featured probably, I didn't go back and copy it really, but I know that I did some of this type of stuff that you just saw in the demo intro part of that last video, right? So I just thought, all right, we'll pick a couple of things out of there that work pretty well and might be of use to you, and just feature those. So I kept that demonstration that you just saw, you know, pretty concise. There's just a couple things going on in there, but they're things that I hope will be very useful to you. So let's jump right in, and please, leave feedback if you think that if you enjoy this, if you like doing the kind of the fuller version of really working through a topic in the each week in the lesson, that's one that's formatted as a full lesson, and then these will probably be more in the 10-minute range or something, And this is just like when you've already kind of digested some of that stuff from the lesson. Now you can just start stylizing it, right? So these are licks. So let's jump right in here. Let me show you kind of what we're going for here, and then we'll break it down. The main idea here is this idea called a pickup to a beat. And I'll explain that in a second, but 2, 3. Okay. Now, if we count this, let me slow it down when we count this out, and then we'll bring it back up to the speed of the track. You'll be able to go back and practice with that loop that's at the end of that full lesson, right? A pickup is something that happens like leading into the beat, okay? So in this case, that's the first beat. Usually that's the case when you say pickup, to the one or something. One being the first beat. So let's say we're in 4 and we've got a tempo like 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and triplets. Remember triplets? If this is losing you, you go back and look for a playlist on this channel called timing elements or something like that. The word timing is the key word, and it really breaks down these different note values and stuff. But triplets, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and feel that 3, 1 da da ba da da boom da da da. That's what that first pickup example is in the intro there, and the one that I just did. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, so you land heavy, you come in big on that 1, but you got a little something that launches you there, right? You could also just come in 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing wrong with that. But it's nice to have something that kind of surfs you in there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, what's really cool about this too is that if you just practice this as kind of with the loop, do it over the B minor, but then do the exact same notes and timing over the E too. And you get a different harmony with that chord. Sounds like something totally different. You get double, 2 for 1, right? Double your money. So let me break this down on the notes a little bit here and the kind of the bending skills. Okay, don't worry about getting this perfect at first, about the pitch of this bend. Just kind of bend it up and keep going to these 2 strings. And that's something you can practice, just isolate that if you're not used to that, or if you're not used to bending much at all, or you're still really in the process of working that out. I know that can be tough physically, do that for a few minutes and then do something else. Come back. Don't sit there and try to master all that in one session. You'll do more harm than good to your muscle memory, right? But that's that pickup. So I'm kind of hitting both of those with that one finger flattened out there. Then, use whatever fingers you want for the bend. Some people will jump up there and not just some people, some really cool people like Eric Clapton, for example, I noticed a long time ago that he would jump in his whole hand up there and doing that. I thought, why do that? People just have, little idiosyncrasies about how they play, but obviously there was something else going on there. There was some way that he was getting a different kind of vibrato or tone there or something. Don't get distracted. However it works for you. And I'm just doing a little, little vibrato there or whatever. That'll come to you. I know if you're working on that still, be patient with it. So the notes are, okay, and the timing is 4 and a 1, triple it, boom. Let's just count it out loud a couple times with the track and see what we get. That's the E. The progression actually starts right here. 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, triple it, and do some. So, have a conversation between those and other licks. It'll kind of feel right when it's ready for it. Okay, I'm not breaking down all the rest of that stuff note for note, because what I want you to catch here is that then you do your thing, That's just one of the ideas, but it can really be a framework. That's kind of like how you can kind of piece out a whole solo with that kind of feel. So the other way I did it in that intro was as 16th notes. So if we go back to that kind of slower tempo, 1, 2, 3, 4, eighths, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and triplets, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the thing we just did was based on that one. 16ths, where you got 4 notes fitting into each beat. We phonetically count those as 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and feel the 4. Dun 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, dun E and Now, we're going to need 4 notes to play, right? We only needed 3 for the triplet. So we're going to need a 4E and a boom, Same idea though, we're going to use this to land on the one, that big bend. So there's different things we could do to get that extra beat in there with something cool. I like to do it like pretty simple. Since you're already there, when you get up to that top string, just go back down to that B string. That makes sense? Here it is real slow. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. 4 E and a 1. Just get used to counting like that and do it out loud if you can. Not just to do what I just did, but once you start really communicating with yourself like that about the timing that you're using, things just, it's hard to describe what happens, but things just kind of, the math of all of this stuff just starts to be something that you can really use. And it's not so much that you're overthinking it, it's just, you just feel like, oh, I can feel that coming. 2, 3, ba-da-da-da, bang, right? They're called pickup notes. Sometimes it's just one note, pickup licks or whatever. Really important in rock and blues playing. So let's try that one out, the 4-ianda. I realize this is a little quicker. Do it slower at first. 1, 2, 3. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4-ianda. Do it over and over. Leave space. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4-ianda. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay? This is also really good practice for leaving space and being more punctuated in your statements, right? Sometimes you just gotta, I get that. That works for a few seconds, right? If you just keep doing that, the silence in between the things and the space in between is what really makes the stuff that you play cool, right? Because it's coming out of space, a space, not just crammed in with a bunch of other stuff. Sometimes you want that real aggressive amount of notes or whatever, but sparingly. Let's just go with those two. Now, here's your routine. Do some threes, some triplet pickups, and some 16th pickups. Using the same downbeat note and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Which one was that? I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, triplet, triplet. Okay, I'm gonna do some 16ths. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4-ianda. Okay. I hope that helps you and that it's fun and it fits into something that you can make your own and fit it into your style and your musical language. Let me know how you like this format. These are going to be real laid back like this, and we're just going to really take the time to show you more precisely some licks, okay, and mix that in with our kind of more conceptual twang method stuff. All right? Okay, hope to hear from you soon. Till next time.